Hi, my name is Stephanie Salas, and my topic for today is El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank. I did choose this topic because I work there, so I feel like I know a lot of the history and the facts that are needed for this type of speech, and I do know a lot of the people there, so I thought I'd be able to gather great information from them. So now we're providing over 15 million pounds of food a month, enough to provide food for 138,000 El Pasoans staff 3 meals a day, said Susan G., nominee of El Pasoan of the Year in 2020 and CEO of El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank. The food bank has been running for 10 years now, helping the borderland and near communities. El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank is one of the biggest food banks in West Texas. First, it has grown so much within the past 3 years, and it has helped many people from and out of our community. And finally, they have been able to recruit so many volunteers in just 3 years. First, El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank has grown so much since it first started. According to Reeves J., 2021, March 24th, El Pasoans Fighting Hunger History, personal interview. The food bank opened about 10 years ago, but it wasn't always located where it currently is. It was located around Joe Battle and Montana, but about 5 years ago it moved to Plaza Circle where it currently sits. It started off as a small warehouse, and within the past 3 years it has doubled its size. The food pharmacy is a new addition they're adding to the warehouse, and it's gonna make it a much bigger thing. They're gonna expand way more with this food pharmacy. The food pharmacy is targeted to people with diabetes, heart problems, stuff like that, to help them be healthy and to help them learn how to make the food that they need to be healthy. So what's going to be needed for the food pharmacy is just a doctor's note, like a doctor's prescription. The person's just going to go to the food bank. They're going to give them the little paper with the stuff that they need, what they should be eating and stuff. The pharmacist will then assist the person. They'll walk around the pharmacy. They're just going to pick out food that is good for their diet that they need to keep. They're not only just going to help them pick out food though, they're also going to teach classes on how to make these foods so people don't just have the food and not know what to do with it. So according to Aviles N, 2021, March 24th, El Pasoans Fighting Hunger History, personal interview. The food bank started off with only about 12 workers and now has almost 40 full-time workers. From forklift drivers to admin roles, their offices are always growing. They also rely on partnering aid groups for help. For example, a few groups are National Guard, AmeriCorps, ShipSmart, and the Workforce. Lastly, with over 100 partner agencies who help provide food for daily distributions like Feeding America, Global Economy, GCU, a lot of these companies that help the food bank out. Second, the food bank has served many people in our community. According to ElPasoansFightingHunger.org, retrieved March 24th, 2021, around 140 million pounds of food has been distributed across our community, with over 200 mobile pantries and about 5 main distribution centers on each side of town. When the pandemic hit, the food bank was serving about 9,000 to 10,000 families a day. According to Galvez O, 2021, March 24th, serving our community, personal interview. Not only do they help those who go to the food bank, but they help those who can't leave their house to go to the food bank with their home delivery program. The home delivery program has helped from taking elderly people to those isolated because of COVID-19. In order to sign up for the home delivery program, you just have to visit their website and fill out the form. There is a waiting list depending on what's going on in the community, but you should be able to get on it right away. If not, if you can't reach the website, you can also give them a call. So the home delivery program helps elderly people and people who are isolated because of COVID-19. They deliver 100 emergency boxes to El Paso just in a day. So they're always delivering, they're always accepting people. They just take a box full of nutritious food that you need, that it should last about a week or so. And it has all the necessities like milk, like vegetables, sometimes bread. For, I think, Thanksgiving, they did give away a lot of turkeys and sides for Thanksgiving, so it was a really good thing to give to the community. Finally, El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank has recruited so many volunteers within just the 3 years. According to Reeves J., 2021, March 25th, Volunteering Services, personal interview, the food bank was only averaging about 50 volunteers a week in 2019. Once COVID-19 hit the borderland, the food bank was averaging about 300 active volunteers. They currently still have around 100 volunteers who have made volunteering at the food bank part of their daily routine. They have seen all the types of volunteers, from little kids and their family to elderly people it's pretty impressive. So according to Penn S 2021, March 23rd, volunteering, personal interview. As a volunteer, you learn a lot of things like food insecurity happening in your own community. You also learn how much work goes into being able to keep the food bank running and in order to help feed hundreds of people in your own city. Sarah is one of many volunteers that go volunteer their time almost every day at the local food bank. She helps with office work to warehouse work, making sure El Pasoans are getting fed. She thinks about everyone that has been affected because of COVID-19, and she is wanting to return the favor of what this community has been giving her since she wasn't raised in El Paso. She wants to help the people that have been able to accept her in this community. So my conclusion: first, growing so much; second, helping the community; and finally, recruiting hundreds of volunteers. The El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank has become a main source for many in West Texas. Their mission will remain the same though: no one should go hungry. And because of COVID-19, they have realized a lot of people's struggles to make ends meet, those who have lost their jobs, those who have lost a lot of people. They don't want people wondering where they're going to get their food from or when their next meal is going to be. They are there to provide for El Pasoans who are in need. The locations are in every side of town. The big warehouse, though, is on the east side. It's by the Zaragoza border. So if anyone is interested in going, you can sign up online. Just put your information and they should be able to assist you once you get there. Thank you.